Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing Mikey x King Ghidorah, three-headed mutant from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles x Godzilla. And this figure is manufactured by Playmates Toys. And before we open this up, let's have a quick look of the case. So on the front, we have the transparency that allows us to see most of the figure as well as its accessories. And here we get the picture that pretty much tells us how other figure from the same series would look like. Here's like the description of the idea that created this action figure series. Kaiju in half shell. And now let's open this up. Yeah, this case can be tricky to open because like this part here, it's so tight. So here we have the whole figure and like the two tails. And now I'm gonna cut everything loose here. It might be easier if I first take this out. And so we have like a pair of wings in the back also. All the tails. Finally, Michelangelo's weapons here. So here's everything from the set, and there's no instruction manual within the case, so we're gonna have to just figure out how to put them together here. So the tail. Okay, so we fit the tails together like this and put it on the back. And then we have to put on the wings. There we go. Now, Mikey X King Ghidorah is complete here. Now let's check out the articulation of this figure. So its head can look to left and right very easily, and this head can also kind of nod. So it's like it can look up a little bit, but not by much. It can also kind of look down. There's some not very strong movement, but at least some articulation for the arms and the hands. And the legs can turn inward and outward and up and bend the knees. And the feet, also some movement here. But there's no actual ball joints for the ankle here, so it's not very easy to adjust the stance of this figure. It can pretty much only stand straight up like this. And the tail is also pretty sturdy and inflexible. There's no movement at all for the tail itself, but because the tail was attached wrong, it can still have some minor movements. But overall, the tail pretty much just serves as like the extra pair of legs that keep the figure standing. And unfortunately, there's no articulation for the wings at all, so it's totally just for show here. You can't do any kind of move with the wings, and they're also kind of solid, so you won't be able to do any form of flapping with the wings. And now let's see how Mikey here looks with his weapons. It's like also a mashed up of Michelangelo's nunchucks and King Ghidorah's lightning. So unfortunately, again, due to the limitation of this figure's articulation, there's not a lot of good pose you can do with this figure, but at least you can try make it look good holding the weapons. And so, although this may not be part of its original design, but you can actually make Mikey here looks more like King Ghidorah by removing the dragon head armor and then put it in its hands. Do the same with this one. Okay, there we go. So here we have like the real three-headed dragon look that's like the King Ghidorah from Godzilla franchise. And if you can find a compatible display stand, you can set Mikey X King Ghidorah here in the off the ground, so to make it look like he's flying. This covers all the basic features of this figure. So again, this figure is just basically a mashup of King Ghidorah from the Godzilla franchise and Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise. And this is a kind of strange combination because King Ghidorah is like one of the most powerful kaiju from the Godzilla franchise, the big enemy to Godzilla, while Michelangelo is like the jokester among the four Ninja Turtles. So again, it seems kind of weird how these two get mixed together. But in part, it's obviously because King Ghidorah, his color is gold, and Michelangelo wears like the orange mask and bands around his body, which makes him the closest Ninja Turtle with a collar that's close to King Ghidorah than his brothers. But still, strange combo. And in terms of appearance, this figure is really good blending of the two. We have Michelangelo's shells along with some shells on King Ghidorah's twin tail. And we got the wings and the three-headed feature, and King Ghidorah's lining mixed with Michelangelo's nunchucks. So it's if you're a fan of both King Ghidorah and Michelangelo, this figure is probably the dream come true. And even if not, if you like both the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and the Godzilla franchise, this figure could still present a good collectible for you. But overall, this figure might be a better choice for parents to acquire as gifts for their children rather than a good collectible for adults because of its limited articulation and other features. But once again, if you are a big fan of both Mikey or Michelangelo and King Ghidorah, you should consider acquiring this figure for your collection. If nothing else, it just looks cool for display. This marks the end of my review for this figure. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. And please check out other videos in my channel. If you have any question, please leave them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.